Your name is June Egbert. You just had a horrible dream. Well, you know it wasn't a dream. You'd seen Prospect explode in front of your face before miserably crawling into a cave on the surface of Skya to sleep. Dear? Your Nana places a hand on your head. Oh. You sit up in bed, now back at the inn on the land of wind and shade. Hi, Nana. It's all right, dear. Something horrid has happened, hasn't it? You nod solemnly. Nana sits on your bed looking, to your surprise, nervous. Is this part of my quest? You ask. No, this is wrong, I'm afraid, she says. Something is terribly wrong with the game. That sounds familiar to you. It seems unfair, you say simply. Unfair, dear? Yeah, we managed to be the only people in the world who made it out of the apocalypse, and now our game is messed up. You're surprised to hear yourself say all that, but it's true. Well, Nana puts an arm around your shoulder. It might be broken, and the sprite half of me is panicking, but the Nana side believes that we can still make it. So no talking doom now. You manage to smile. She's right. You're not alone, either. Oh, she snaps her fingers. We didn't cover this before, but should I call you June now, dearie? Since you seem so set on that and such. Oh, you look down at yourself. Your body in the dream had been so much nicer. Your waking body is all wrong. You can if you want. I think I shall then, she says. Now, I'll try to figure out what in tarnation is going on around here. You catch up with your pals. You decide that's a great idea. Guys, we have a problem. Is this about the green Skya explosion? I feel like it might be. Yeah.
Things aren't going terribly well here either. Something's wrong. The imps from before have powered up dramatically. They overran the village Jaspers and I have been staying in.
Same here. I had to run off and avoid some nasty guys. Now I'm hanging out on a giant record, which is apparently a thing that exists on Lowhack. It appears the imps and other various enemies are somehow superpowered with lightning and shit.
Indeed. Green lighting to boot, the world's most ominous lighting form.
That's, I think, my fault.
I was afraid you might say that.
Wait, what? I don't believe that.
It's true, June. I'm so sorry, everyone. I've really messed things up.
As I've said, once we pass each gate, our primary prototypings influence the enemies in the game. For me, a tentacle doll. For June, a clown. For Dave, a crow.
Right, but didn't Jade just prototype her dog? Shouldn't the enemies be like imp dogs?
Beck is a very special dog. I don't really know why, but he's always had doggy superpowers.
What the fuck? How come this never came up?
I thought it's how all dogs were.
Wait, didn't you watch TV and shit? You had to have seen other dogs, even though you grew up alone.
I did. I saw, like, Airbud.
I'm afraid that Airbud is an outlier, not a standard, Jade.
Airbud was real? What? No, we're getting caught up in dog stuff. No, she's right, Dave. Airbud is 100% real.
Look, this is unexpected, but I'm sure that we will be able to overcome this. I've been able to handle the imps with my weapons. We'll just rise to meet the challenge. Just be more cautious.
That's a good idea, Rose, but, we have a bigger issue than that.
Are you talking about Jack?
I'm sorry. Jack Noir?
You know him? Isn't he the little black-shelled guy's boss?
Indeed. One of Jack's henchmen gave his life for us. Why would he be a threat?
Oh, geez. I think he kind of might think you killed his henchman, Rose.
What? No. I didn't meet the little guy, but he seemed cool.
Indeed. Jack is something of a folk hero on Earth, in fact.
Well, he's not anymore. He just kind of blew up Prospit, and I think he might be heading for Skya. As if on cue, there's a distant rumble, and high in the sky, past the clouds, something flashes. Did everyone just see that?
I did. Skya just flashed in the sky.
Not a huge fan of this. I can fill in some blanks here, guys. I'm still a sprite, so I'm sort of plugged into what's going on around the medium. And, the reckoning just started. The Black King on Skya just activated it. My guess is this Jack guy just went in and had a heated gamer moment.
Hold on. The Reckoning? As in the final challenge of the game?
Couldn't this be good, though? What if Jack kills the Black King for us? That would be basically the worst, unfortunately, June, my fair recently not a dude. There are certain things we have to do before we kill the old BK, such as finishing our various quests, none of which are done. Jack killing the Black Queen would be like sinking the 8-ball first thing in a game of pool. Except, if you lose the pool game, you die painfully. Okay, we need to come up with a plan. Like, soon.
I agree, June, but I'm afraid I can't stay. The imps have found Jaspers and I.
Fuck, okay. Dave and Jade, while she's occupied, we need to fix this. 100% agree, boss, but DS and I have to bounce too. Some fucky shit is happening here. Fuck.
I'm really sorry, June, but I have to go too. Something horrible is going on here.
Fuck! Panic sets in. Up until now, you've taken your friend's help for granted, but you don't know what's going on. June! Your Nana opens the door to the inn room, looking panicked. You were so engrossed in your conversation that you hardly noticed the commotion outside. Salamander Town, the village you're in, is under attack. Just like Rose said, the imps looked more fearsome than ever, giggling menacingly as they zapped to and fro, using green lightning to zap the salamander peoples of the little village. We have to leave, Nana says, snapping her fingers. In her palm, a little amulet appears. Under normal circumstances, I was supposed to give you this after finishing your quest, but these aren't normal circumstances. That looks like my first gate, you say as she pushes the ring into your hands. Squeeze it in your palms and you'll be taken back to your house, she says urgently. As if on cue, something slams against the inn room's door. Hastily, you squeeze the amulet in your hands and shut your eyes. The world around you going quiet. Nana? You ask, looking from right to left. You appear to be home, back in your house, jutting into the sky under the pillar it sat on. Nana, you repeat. No response. A pit wells in your stomach. Guys? Guys? No response. You're alone. You walk outside, slumping on your couch. Your couch. Something feels so surreal about being able to sit on your couch. Everything feels so normal, as if you hadn't just escaped a meteor into some horrible real-life game. Your phone buzzes in your pocket and your heart leaps. But as soon as you see who has greeted you, your heart sinks back down to its rightful place.
John!
What do you want? And it's June now.
What the fuck? June, John, make up your infantile human think pan. While you're doing that, listen to me.
I'm not really in the mood, car cat. Things are kind of getting fucked up here.
Okay, first of all, I don't care. Second of all, it's Carcat. I don't know how you ascertained my name, very rude, but you could at least spell it right.
Ugh, car cat, make up your infantile troll brain.
This is devolving into abject stupidity, so I'm putting a stop to it. Listen to me. I owe you an apology.
Whoa. A troll apologizing is everyone's dream.
Whatever, roll out the I told you so's and the hearty yucks, simpleton. I misjudged the situation when we began talking. I mistook you for the engineer of my undoing, but watching you, I have learned that that's not true.
You lost me.
My cohorts and I have been mercilessly trolling you due to our belief that you group of kids caused the problems that led our game to ruin.
You mentioned that. How do you even come to that conclusion?
If you stop rudely interrupting me, I'll tell you. Chill.
Chill, says the guy typing in all caps.
Choke, June. We thought you caused our problems because of that beast your session created. Bec Noir.
You mean Jack? The evil guy on Prospect?
Correct. He is not only your foe, but ours.
But I don't get it. You guys are in a whole different game session. You're not even human, are you? What are you guys?
To you, we're aliens. Aliens who played the same game you did. The aliens who made your universe.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, fuck is right, dipshit. We were supposed to enter our new universe, your universe, as its gods, but before we could, that maniac appeared.
Like the same guy? How is that possible?
If I knew, I'd be presently bitching out the responsible party, but he's already here. All I know is what I can observe via your timeline.
Right, you said you have, like, magic time powers?
Not really, we can just see your whole timeline at any point at our leisure.
That sounds like magic time powers.
Magic isn't real, Bulge Brain.
Hold on, you can see me? Like, right now?
Yes? That is indeed what I just fucking said, June.
Carcat, have you seen me jerk it?
No, fuck! Stop saying dumbass things, you brain-dead spear-sniffing fucktwit. This is your time to listen, and my time to speak.
Fine. It's not like you weren't doing that before now.
Shut! Now then, I am going to magnanimously offer my assistance to you, for free. I want to help you beat this Bec Noir being once and for all, to ideally prevent him from ever accosting us. Or failing that, find some weakness so we can defeat him ourselves.
Well, okay. I don't really see how we can do anything else.
Good. Consider this a contract.
Since you can see my timeline, then what should we do?
It's not that simple. We can see up until the end of the reckoning. After that, your future is just blank.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It looks like someone scratched out your future. I assume beyond that you all perished miserably or something, so let's work to avoid this.
Got it. I don't want to die miserably.
Everyone dies miserably, June. But prolonging that fate for you is an admirable goal for now.
Okay. Team June Cat, here we go.
We aren't Team June Cat.
How long till we get scratched anyway?
One day.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck is right. Again. My team breezed through the game, June, and even we took about a month before even beginning the reckoning. Yours began in one day. You're in for a fucking mess. I have no idea why your game is so brutally glitched and broken, but I'll die howling before I let some smug bark beast shitbag defeat me.
Aw, Carcat.
Don't use your smile text at me, you cretin. And don't smile in real life. I can see you.
You can't help it. It might be just because you're miserably alone, but Carcat's offer for friendship warms your heart back up.
Before we start, though, I should probably give you a rundown on us.
On the trolls?
Yes. After all, it's the story of how your miserable universe was created.
Ooh, I get to learn about an alien planet. This would be so huge on the internet back home.
Correct. We trolls are exceptional in every way. We would have been a viral sensation. Scores of humans would be vying to mimic us by wearing excessive body paint and false horns. There would be conventions abroad where noble gray body paint was banned.
Haha, I don't know about that, but you are pretty cool.
Enough chuckles. Sit still while I tell you the tale of my people. This is the story of the fateful day I was trapped inside my abode. This is the story of Hivebent.
You're no longer June Egbert. You are you. You are the listener, the reader, the flesh and blood and eardrums and eyes taking this narrative in. Narratives are so fascinating, aren't they? Have I said all this before? You'll have to forgive me, I do love to gush. Have you ever heard of the 3-act structure? Forgive me if you've heard this, and forgive me double if I'm being simplistic, but imagine splitting a story into thirds. The first third is the premise, the second third is the conflict, and the final third is the resolution. Now, they're not always an equal third. Sometimes they're unevenly distributed, sometimes they're fairly even. Still, no matter the medium, stories can almost always be broken up in such a way, whether intentionally by the creator or not. Isn't that fascinating? It almost seems limiting that stories in all of human creation can be dissolved into such elements, 3 simple acts. The more shrewd analysts of stories will also know that the end of Act 2 is the lowest point for our heroes. Full disclosure, this story of ours has more than just 2 acts, but what they say about Act 2's in this case is true. Our friends have overcome great odds only to be set back. June in her gender quest, Dave on his time journey, Rose in her endeavors to break the game, and Jade in her abject misery. And poor Jack Noir, alone, with all the power he ever wanted. Antagonists are also a staple of stories, aren't they? Jack Noir fits the bill nicely, I'd say. Who knows what that rascal will get up to now that he has the nuclear mutt's abilities? Oh, I can't wait to see who he kills. And we can't forget our plucky heroes. Aren't stories fun? But there's a hidden character in every tale, whether it be hidden behind a camera in film, or on the paper in a book, or in the recorded voice of a reader. The secret final character, the one pulling the strings, the puppet master who draws the curtain. Your humble narrator. Me. But breaking the fourth wall like this is so very cheap, isn't it? You're not here to be reminded that you're listening to a story. You're not here to see the very medium dissolve. You want to be engaged. You want to see your friend June win the game. You want to see her overcome challenges. You want to see them win. Well, that's a great place to start, but if I might spoil you a little, I should tell you that they do. They do win. They achieve the scratch and save their chances to make a new universe. Yippee! Aren't you relieved? I bet you're thinking that now you won't have to hear the rest of the story, that you know the ending. But you still want to hear it, don't you? Isn't that fascinating? A spoiler doesn't change how much you want to see something, does it? Not really. Because you're not listening to a story because you're waiting for them to win. You want to see how they do it. You want to see what they have to give up. And I wouldn't bet on their success being as carefree and lovely as you might believe. You know what they say, be careful what you wish for. But I've rambled enough. I have a fourth wall to fix, so I'll leave you to it. On Skya, Jack's sword cleaves through the neck of the Black King, tears stinging his face. He holds the king's head in his single hand, but the violence doesn't change the fact that his friends are dead, one by his own hand. Somewhere else, a father and mother hold hands as they sip wine, walking towards a castle in the far-off distance. A world-weary Villain plows a field, squinting on the horizon, seeing meteors begin to fall on the sky and surface. The reckoning has begun, and Skya knows it is too early. Skya knows this is not how things should go. A day ago, on April 13th, 2009, 4 kids began a game. They were supposed to have days to finish, weeks to prove themselves. They were supposed to be tempered in the flames of adversity by their lands, but sadly, a grieving man named Jack has other plans. Now, their only hope lies in their forebearers, the 12 trolls who forged the human's own universe. Jack throws the head of the Black King to the ground, snarling, howling to the heavens, a noise that reverberates through the medium, through the whole game world, a rallying cry for chaos to come to its aid. He raises his fist, his ring, to the heavens and plunges it deep into Skya's very ground in frustration, causing the entire planet at the center of the medium to tremble. Prospitians and Dursites can feel it in their bones. This is beyond their petty squabbles now. This is different. The 4 kids hear the cry and feel righteous terror. The mother and father pause their date to gaze towards the noise, and a brother changes course, making a beeline for the sound. All of Skya's forces, light and dark, now arranged against this invader, Jack, but sadly, he is ready for them. All that remains of his purpose for living is blood, and he will see so much before he's through. And all this because 4 kids wanted to play a little game.
Homestuck Alternate Universe is written, produced, and read by Funk McLovin. Additional voices include articulately composed as Mom and Rose Lalonde, Janiyah Riley as Jade and Kanaya, Captain Laser as Jack Noir, and AE as Terezi Pyro. Art is by Sunny D, and additional credits are by Funk McLovin. Please support Homestuck Alternate Universe by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment. Homestuck AU is also on Patreon at patreon.com/funkmclovin.